Speaking of Warner Brothers didn't want Henry Cavill to return. So says The Rock. If you smell what I'm cooking. Dwayne Johnson, and this is coming from John Freaking Robot. Dwayne Johnson says Warner Brothers executives did not want Henry Cavill back as Superman, but he insisted. The Red Notice star posted a nearly 7-minute video on his popular Twitter account stating that the studio inexplicably and inexcusably did not want to bring Henry Cavill back as Superman, despite the actor having performed in the role since Man of Steel in 2013. That seemed like so long ago. It seems that Dwayne Johnson has had to essentially compel Warner Brothers via the classic not taking no for an answer technique, resulting in one of the most applauded and exciting post-credit scenes in years. It was dope. On his Twitter account, he says, "Thank you so much for my old pickup truck for all the amazing Black Adam support and reactions to the #1 movie on iTunes. We remain in theaters as well throughout the holidays. Also want to give y'all some Superman info. Happy Turkey Day." So in that Twitter post is where he went on his rant. It says Johnson seems to feel that in order for his beloved Black Adam character to be viewed as the most devastatingly overwhelming force in the DC universe, he would need to have an equally powerful opponent in order to raise the stakes. Hence, Henry Cavill and Superman. As a dramatic device, this makes complete sense. After all, in order to show someone is strong, you show them fighting someone who is at least as strong. And Dwayne Johnson puts it in the video. Superman is the most powerful, unstoppable force of all time in the universe. And he is. Superman is basically, if you know the character Superman, he's basically a depiction of God. That's it. In comic book form. He can do damn near anything. He's a Jesus character. I think that would describe him best. Superman is a Jesus character. So all powerful, all knowing, damn near, like this dude, he's Superman. That's why he's called Superman. You know what I mean? What makes less sense is Warner Brothers being unwilling to bring Henry Cavill back as Superman. Prior to Black Adam, Henry Cavill had appeared as the iconic superhero in 3 movies: Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, which had the best portrayal of Batman in any movie. I don't care what nobody say. That was the best portrayal of Batman live action. That's just my thoughts. And Justice League, plus the HBO Max edit from 2021. From Zack Snyder. While none of these films were critically well regarded, the blame was generally not laid at the feet of the last son of Krypton. Put it mildly, tenure Zack Snyder's creative chief attempt to utilize his DC Comics to compete with Disney MCU was controversial. Reportedly, Henry Cavill is more than happy to continue playing Superman in the DCU as long as the character is moved away from the tortured characterization of the Snyderverse. And I agree with that. They turned Superman into Batman. I still think Man of Steel was a dope movie, and it slept on. I still think it slept on, but they turned Superman into Batman, which is weird to me because this is supposed to be the Boy Scout. This is supposed to be, Clark Kent. He grew up happy-go-lucky kid. You know what I'm saying? Smallville, Middle America, from Kansas, things of that nature, running through cornfields and wheat fields and things, learning how to fly once he hit, preteen. And they turned him into, a brooding person who didn't know who he was. And the crazy thing is, Clark, Clark always knew who he was. He's Clark Kent, you know what I'm saying? So they made him have to go and find himself, and he didn't need to have to find himself because he understood. Once Ma and Pa Kent, they let him know, Martha Kent let him know that, you crashed and, you're an alien. Once he dealt with that, and that was as a kid, so he already knew. He had to control the powers and stuff like that, but he's Clark Kent. He's, Superman is an alter ego for him. He'd rather be Clark Kent any day. Only reason why he does that is because he's so much of a Boy Scout that he feels he has a responsibility to go out and help and save the world. You know what I'm talking about? So them doing that, just, I guess probably turn some people away. But for now, it appears we can thank the direct and repeated intervention of Black Adam himself for getting to see Henry Cavill back as Superman, as well as the crumbling willpower of an unnamed Warner Brothers executive. Thanks, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's good to see Henry Cavill back. I think it's needed for the DCU to continue. They need their big three to work. They need Batman, they need Superman, they need Wonder Woman. Actually, should be more than the big three. They need those Justice League characters, but we know the Trinity is what is the driving force of Justice League. So if they can get Superman back off the ground, Batman just sells itself. It don't matter what Batman it is. Batman's gonna make numbers. They can get Superman off the ground, get him back flying. Wonder Woman, that last movie wasn't so hot, but they can work with her. They can make Wonder Woman work. They got DC can come back. DC can do a strong push and make Marvel actually have to work for some of these movies and for some of this attention. Even though it's enough fans for both, but to me, competition breeds innovation. And right now, Marvel, like I said earlier, boom, 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 they just struggling. To me, y'all might like it. If you like it, cool. But to me, they struggling. And I think the struggle is because they have no competition, so they can just give out anything, and we gonna take it. So that's that. That is that, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Warner Brothers not wanting Superman, not wanting Henry Cavill back. I mean, dude is Superman. Look, one thing about Henry Cavill, he is Superman. So that's weird. That's a weird one.